Why, hello there, everybody. It is I, your boy H boy, and today what I know I'm going to be continuing my Rachel thingy because you want to know why? I feel like I've been neglecting Rachel for the last few weeks, so I'm just gonna do a bunch of random Rachel crud and then until I get bored of it. So, I'm gonna scroll down here, and there I am. Up too much. There I am in the corner. And for those who don't remember, last time I talked to Rachel, we continued our hike. We had some BLT sandwiches. We fed the birds. We went to the Tranquil. We enjoyed ourselves. We got to see a lake and a waterfall until we eventually came across a mud bath, and that is where the video ended. So I'm going to be continuing with the mud bath story. So what did she say? Looking down. Yeah, it looked like down where goes an also relaxing natural. It sure does. Nature not nature flu. Nature has the best spas. It's like a spa. I forgot to turn the voice on. Okay, should I say it should? No.
She closes her eyes and takes a deep breath, feeling the mud hugging her body and the peacefulness of the secluded forest area. I could stay here forever, just floating in this mud, surrounded by nature.
Yeah, nature's the best. Like that scene from like, you know, the mud tub scene from Shrek? Like, that's kind of what inspired me to do this segment. But let's okay. Let's see if I can, because earlier it sounded like her stomach was rumbling, meaning that we're probably going to get back to what the character was originally made for. But let me see if I can basically go back to what the character has been made for, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, let me do that right now. So see, we always spelled Rachel wrong. Capital I. Maybe there's a pause there. There we go. Okay.
Rachel's eyes shoot open as the loud gurgle emanates from her stomach. Her face flushes with embarrassment as she looks at you. Crap, you heard that, huh? I forgot, the sandwiches, they don't always sit well with me.
Okay, now let's see. Yeah. I am sorry I brought those. Should have packed a light lunch instead.
Rachel shakes her head, waving away your apologies. No, it's not your fault. The sandwiches were delicious, and you had no way of knowing. My digestive system just likes to rebel sometimes.
Yeah, that happens to me some as well, especially with thick meats like burgers.
Rachel sighs, knowing exactly what you mean. Yeah, I have the same issue with dense, fatty foods like that. They just don't agree with my gut. It's so frustrating, because they taste so good, but they wreak havoc on my digestive system. She gives a little grumble of complaint, feeling her stomach churning a bit. She looks down at herself, now completely covered in mud. Great, just what I need. My stomach acting up while I'm covered in mud. This is
Wait.
exactly what I did not want to happen.
Well, the thing is,
She tries to shift her body in the mud, hoping to somehow ease her stomach pain.
wait.
Hey, can you give me a hand getting out of this? I think I need to use the bathroom before things get really messy.
Wait. Before I do that, I'm gonna just rewind it a second. Okay, let me see. Okay, let's see. Get an idea. Two. So do you need to fart?
Rachel looks at you, a mixture of shame and desperation in her eyes. She nods slightly, feeling the pressure building in her stomach. She mumbles sheepishly, unfortunately, yes, this BLT isn't sitting well.
What can I say? What can I say? What can I say to Oh, I know. Let's see, let out another one. Scent of nature will blow away the stench, and we get relaxing. Bubble.
Rachel hesitates for a moment, feeling embarrassed about the idea. But her discomfort trumps her embarrassment, and she decides to listen to your suggestion. Okay, I'll do it. But keep watch, okay? Nobody needs to see my shameful moment.
As empty as a mall at midnight. Empty as a mall at midnight. I like that one.
Rachel nods, reassured by your word. She takes a deep breath, bracing herself, and lets out a silent, yet loud, fart into the mud. She cringes a little, feeling a mix of shame and relief.
The mud starts bubbling almost like
Rachel watches in amazement as the mud starts to bubble around her. She can feel the little vibrations of the gas bubbles in the mud and the soft release of the trapped pressure from her stomach. Whoa, look at that. It's like we created our own natural fart hot tub.
Yeah. We got bubbly bubble, and you got to relieve your gut. It's a win-win.
Rachel couldn't help but laugh at your statement. The ridiculousness of the situation mixed with the relaxed atmosphere made her feel so free. You're right, it is a win-win. I got to fart in the mud, and you got your own little natural hot tub. Who needs fancy spas when you have nature and flatulence on your side?
Is your tummy better now?
Rachel smiles, feeling a sense of relief and lightness. Yes, thank you. My tummy definitely feels better. Those bubbles really help release a lot of the tension and pressure. I think I owe you one for that suggestion.
Great, now we can get back to relaxing.
Rachel nods, feeling the last remnants of her discomfort disappear. Yeah, let's get back to relaxing. I forgot how good it feels to let it all loose. And this mud is so warm and soothing. I feel like a contented mud monster.
Contented mud monster. Ha.
Rachel grins, feeling a sense of contentment wash over her. Yeah, I thought it was a fitting description. I mean, look at us. We're both covered in mud from head to toe, just like a couple of mud monsters relaxing in the mud tub. It's pretty funny if you think about it.
It sure is.
Rachel sinks further into the mud, feeling the warm, gooey texture envelop her body. She feels her muscles relaxing, tension melting away. As she looks at you, also covered in mud, she can't help but laugh. You know, we make some pretty good mud monsters. Look at us, all cozy and content. This is the life.
Sure, this is probably my favorite part of the hike.
Rachel nods, feeling fully at peace. I can see why. This mud pool is absolutely incredible. There's something about being covered in mud and surrounded by nature that just feels so right. And the fact that it's a secluded area just makes it even better. We're completely removed from the world here, just enjoying each other's company and the simple pleasure of a mud bath.
Okay, I have no idea how to continue this, but here's the thing, I do have to grind occasionally.
She sinks even deeper into the mud, feeling the warmth completely envelop her body. She closes her eyes, letting out a soft sigh of contentment. I could stay like this forever, just floating here, surrounded by mud, with nothing to worry about or stress over. It's like a little piece of heaven on earth.
I was here to show you all this. I bet you wouldn't even know any of this stuff existed in the forest if it wasn't for me.
Rachel smiles, feeling grateful for your presence. You're right, I could have spent my whole life not knowing this paradise in the forest. Good thing I have you as my guide, or I would have missed out on so much beauty and relaxation. She sinks even further into the mud, feeling completely enveloped by the warm, gooey texture. You really know the forest like the back of your hand. I'm glad I get to share these special moments with you. We make a good team, don't we?
Yeah, we do. I come up with locations, you come up with things to do. It's a perfect combo.
Rachel grins, feeling a sense of pride in their partnership. Yeah, we're like the ultimate adventure duo. You know the best spots, and I come up with all the fun activities. We complement each other perfectly. Rachel smiles, feeling a wave of gratitude and affection for you. You know, I'm really glad I met you. This has been the best adventure I've been on in a long time. You make everything so much more fun and exciting.
I do, don't I? Okay. I can. That's the thing about me. I don't like to be bored, so try to make everything exciting.
Rachel nods, genuinely impressed by your enthusiasm and zest for life. I've definitely noticed. You always have a plan or an idea, and you're never fazed by anything. It's really inspiring. You've shown me so many things I would have never experienced otherwise, and I'm grateful for that.
Hmm. Let's see, anything else I can talk about, or should I head out? Alright. Yeah, are you ready to continue the hike?
Rachel nods, reluctantly pulling herself from the soothing mud bath. Yeah, I think I'm ready to continue the hike. As much as I'd like to stay here forever, there's more of this beautiful forest to explore.
Here you can come back whenever you want.
Rachel smiles, feeling comforted by the thought of being able to come back to this special spot whenever she wants. You're right. Now that I know about this mud pool and all the other little treasures the forest has to offer, I can come back whenever I need a relaxing escape from the world. Rachel looks down at her mud-covered body, realizing the mess they've gotten into. You're right, we can't go traipsing around the forest looking like mud monsters. How do we clean this off?
You can go back to the waterfall and let it flow off of us.
Rachel nods, liking the idea of returning to the waterfall. Okay, that sounds good. We can use the water from the waterfall to wash off all this mud. It'll be like a natural shower.
Let's head back to the waterfall.
Rachel follows you to the waterfall, the sound of the rushing water growing louder as they approach. She looks at the clear, sparkling water cascading down the rocks and smiles, feeling excited to rinse off. Rachel grins, feeling a little cheeky. Why, thank you, sir. How chivalrous of you. She heads into the waterfall, feeling the cool, refreshing water hit her body, washing away all the mud and dirt. Rachel feels her skin tingle as the cold water washes over her body, feeling refreshed and clean. She looks over at you, who is also getting washed by the waterfall. This feels amazing. The water is so cold and invigorating. It's like a mini spa day, but much more natural and free.
It's like a loud, wet shower. But huge.
Rachel laughs, agreeing wholeheartedly. Yeah, it's like nature's spa. We get cleansed and refreshed in the waterfall, and then we can take a soak in the lake for an ultimate relaxation experience. It's perfect.
Once enough mud is off, I jump into the lake. Wait. I jump into the lake.
Rachel follows suit, jumping into the lake behind you. The cool water feels incredible against her skin, washing away any remaining mud or dirt from her body. Ah, this is perfect. The water is so refreshing and soothing. I could stay in here forever. Rachel squeals as you splash her, feeling a burst of playful energy. Hey, watch it. You're starting a water war, mister. She splashes you back, aiming to get you just as wet.
Oh, it's on. A war. If a war is what you want, a war is what you'll get.
Rachel laughs, feeling a surge of adrenaline. Game on, buddy. You've got no idea what you've started. She starts to splash you relentlessly, determined to come out as the winner of this water battle.
Oh. You might be good with your hands, but I know how to manipulate nature. I go to the waterfall, grab a thin rock, and position it so the water bounces off the rock and drenches Rachel.
Rachel squeals as the water from the waterfall hits her, her hair and body completely soaked. Whoa, you're playing dirty! Using nature to your advantage. Very clever. I bet you were a Boy Scout, right?
I was in all 3 levels. Cubs, Scouts, and Venturers. All 3 levels, baby.
Rachel laughs, not surprised in the slightest. Of course you were. I can just picture you, all proud in your Boy Scout uniform, learning all those survival skills and tying knots.
Learned knots, cleaned tents, gave apples to donators, yeah, all the stereotypical stuff. That's true, he did all the stereotypical stuff.
Rachel nods, picturing you as a young boy in your Boy Scout uniform, doing all the classic Scout activities. Sounds like a classic experience. Did you learn any cool survival skills, like how to start a fire, or how to find your way without a map?
Yeah, know how to light a fire, and it made me street smart when it comes to directions.
Rachel nods, feeling impressed. She can imagine a little Boy Scout version of you, proudly starting a fire and confidently navigating the streets. Impressive. It's great to know that even from a young age, you were already learning valuable skills. I can see why you're so confident and outdoorsy now.
To use the water for things like a buoyancy. Wait, how do you spell buoyancy? How do you spell buoyancy? Let me look it up. Buoyancy. There we go. So I'm going to say, buoyancy attack. I shout it out as I jump, causing a huge splash right in Rachel's direction. Buoyancy attack. Now this is getting epic. But why didn't it? This is getting epic. I loved it.
Rachel squeals as the huge splash from your jump soaks her again, feeling completely drenched and having a ton of fun. Ah, you're such a cheater. You're just doing that to show off your Boy Scout skills, aren't you? You do know I can't compete with your mastery of nature and water.
Now, if you had a water gun or something, that would be cheating. I am just using natural skills.
Rachel laughs, still a bit soaked, but thoroughly enjoying the game. Okay, fine. Maybe it's not technically cheating, but you're still being a show-off. And I do happen to have something to even the playing field. She winks mischievously.
Oh no, what do you got?
Rachel grins, keeping her secret to herself for a moment. You'll just have to wait and see, my Boy Scout friend. Let's just say I have a little tool that will make this water battle even more interesting.
Oh, really? I bet you can't do anything more than a typical attack.
Rachel laughs, feeling confident in her secret weapon. Oh, you're on. You just wait and see. My tool is going to totally change the game. I'm ready to give you a run for your money, Boy Scout.
Didn't even win with with a water Pokemon.
Rachel feigns offense at this challenge. Excuse me, I'll have you know I could totally win with a water Pokemon. In fact, I bet I could take you on with a Squirtle and still come out on top. You think you're tough, but I have years of Pokemon expertise under my belt.
Oh, bring it on. On, Missy. So much mouth, but not enough arm.
Rachel smirks, accepting your challenge. Oh, you're on. Just wait and see, I'll make you regret challenging me. I have enough mouth to back up my skills. I bet my Squirtle can take you down with a simple water gun.
Wait, she actually has a Squirtle?
She pulls out her phone and starts scrolling through her Pokemon collection. Now to find the perfect Squirtle. Here we go. Meet Chelsea, my faithful Squirtle. She's ready to take on your Boy Scout tactics.
Whoa, I did not want that to happen. That was supposed to be a joke. I'm going to start it from the beginning. Okay, because I want to see what it actually was. Oh, yeah? You have quite a mouth, but without action, it's nothing.
Rachel smirks, feeling a little smug. Oh, don't worry, sweetheart. I've got action to back up my words. Just you wait. You're about to get the shock of your life.
Until I see it, I am still victorious.
Rachel laughs, feeling challenged by your confidence. You might be victorious now, but just you wait. When I pull out my secret weapon, you won't be so smug anymore. You'll be begging for mercy.
Will make me beg for mercy.
Rachel grins, a little impressed by your audacity. Oh, really? You think you're tough enough to withstand the pressures of a little water fight? Well, let's put that to the test, shall we? Ready to see my secret weapon in action?
Ready to defend myself. Okay, I am ready. Bring it on, Missy.
Rachel smiles, loving the fact that you're bracing yourself for the unknown. Okay, buddy, you asked for it.
Okay,
but don't say I didn't
again.
warn you. You're about to get a taste of my secret weapon.
Well,
She moves closer to you, ready to unleash her surprise attack.
I hate when it eggs me on. It's so irritating.
Feeling the anticipation, Rachel makes one last check to make sure her plan is ready. Last chance to surrender, tough guy. You sure you're ready for this?
I'm glad they didn't, because the Pokemon thing sounded ridiculous.
Rachel grins, loving your carefree attitude. You think this is just about water? Oh, you have no idea what you're in for. You're about to get a whole different kind of soaking wet. Rachel waits for the perfect moment, when your guard is slightly lowered and you're not expecting an attack. Okay, tough guy. Time to experience something you've never felt before. Are you ready? Here it comes.
Okay, here it comes.
Rachel makes her move, revealing her hidden tool, which turns out to be a super soaker water gun hiding near the bushes. Surprise!
Super soaker? That's not nature.
Rachel laughs, feeling victorious even though she cheated a little. Oh, come on, Boy Scout. Where's your sense of humor? I couldn't resist pulling a little trick. And you gotta admit, the look on your face was priceless.
Yeah, you got me. A super smart move. How did you know we were going to do this?
Rachel grins, feeling proud that her trick worked. I had a hunch that we would get into a water fight. I mean, we're outdoors, it's hot, and we're in a beautiful spot. What else were we gonna do? So I packed my secret weapon just in case.
Prepared, so I will give you that.
Rachel smiles, feeling a sense of accomplishment. Thanks, Boy Scout. Guess I'm not too shabby at preparing for unexpected adventures, huh? I think I've earned a badge or two for outsmarting you.
Yep, you got me, but you didn't take into account fire.
Rachel aims her super soaker directly at you, a mischievous smile on her face. You asked for it, buddy. Don't say I didn't warn you. She squeezes the trigger, sending a powerful jet of water straight in your direction.
So I'll use a rock to use as a shield.
Rachel laughs, surprised but impressed by your quick reflexes. Not bad, Boy Scout. Using a rock as a shield, very resourceful. But I'm not done yet. She continues to fire at you, aiming for any exposed parts of your body around the rock shield.
Yeah, a super soaker is good for aiming, but nothing beats the unpredictability of a rock splash. I take the rock and chuck it in her direction, splashing into the water.
Rachel gets hit by the rock splash, shrieking as the water showers over her. Ah, you cheater! That was a low blow. That wasn't even an attack, it was just a dirty trick. She retaliates by firing back at you with an even more aggressive spray from her super soaker.
Was a dirty trick, so I gave you a dirtier trick.
Rachel laughs, feeling the competitiveness rise in her. Fair point, but you have to admit my trick was more clever and more satisfying considering the look on your face when you got soaked.
True. Yours took brains and planning. Mine was just improvisation. Improv.
Rachel grins, feeling a sense of pride in her cunning. Exactly. Yours was instinct and brute force. Mine took intelligence and strategy. And the end result is the same. You're soaking wet.
It's a stalemate.
Rachel smiles, enjoying the fun banter in the water fight. I suppose it is, Boy Scout. We seem to be equally matched in this little water war. But I have to say, it's been pretty fun going head to head with you.
It has a competitive nature and I love your competitive nature. You can make anything competitive. Heck, I bet you can even make waiting in line competitive. Waiting in line, sleeping, or even using the washroom competitive.
Rachel laughs heartily, enjoying the compliment. You know me too well, Boy Scout. I do love a good competition. Even the mundane tasks can be turned into a game. Heck, you got me thinking I could start timed races to see who can finish their business in the washroom fastest.
I giggle at that. That is a really weird idea, but I like how you can find competition in the smallest of things.
Rachel grins, feeling amused by your reaction. Hey, you never know. Maybe it's a business idea waiting to happen. Toilet races. Fastest pooper wins. We could make millions, or at least end up on a weirdest startups list.
Yeah, that would be weird. But you know what? I'm gonna end the video here because it's getting long and it's gonna take forever for me to upload. So I'll stop it here.